right. So, all right. We're in the building. We're outside today 'cause it's a beautiful
We're
day.
outside the building.
Outside the building
Outside of
today.
the
We're in the
building.
backyard. Hopefully, the sound from the street.
See what happens.
Moronic neighbors, but
An
I'm feeling
undisclosed location.
in an undisclosed location.
Sure.
But I'm feeling pretty good today. How you feeling, guys?
Feel
How's everything?
strong.
bad, man, not
Feel
bad.
really strong.
Yeah.
Feel really strong.
Yeah, I do.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I wish I could say the same. I did all this yard work yesterday, and
I
About to
see.
go home
that's
to
just,
it.
last night I was whooped ass. Like I was like, oh, man, I feel every day at 44 right now.
That's how I felt when I got home
Like,
last
I mean-
night shooting that music video. It was crazy,
Oh, man.
tired, carrying all this stuff, holding on stuff, dropping a $1,000 camera in the mud.
Are you ready to say who the video was for?
Yeah, I can
or-
say it
oh,
now.
okay, I
It's
wasn't
Crazy
sure.
K and
Is it-
Heavy, yeah.
Okay,
So
alright.
they got
I mean, I kind of assumed that, but I didn't want to, just put it out there if you weren't ready yet.
I've got some 360 footage that looks fucking amazing, which I can't show you guys yet, but
Right,
I'll
right,
show
right.
you guys in a second. I already
Yeah,
showed
you
this
showed me
minute.
some. You showed
Yeah.
me some. Look cool. Look
Transitions, how you can go from one thing to another. What I
Wait.
did was I had them stand in the tunnel, basically with their backs up against the wall, and I put a monopod, kind of like this with the fucking thing right there, so it's about face height. So, and as long as they rhymed at it, I could bring it way down to their feet, and it looks like they're looking down at it. If I bring it way up in the sky, it looks like they're looking up at it. So no matter where you are, they're always looking at the camera.
That's
It's
cool.
ridiculous. So
That's
it's like I
cool.
can do
And
10
this was
shots.
out in Bainbridge?
No, we shot this right here in Johnson City by
Oh, okay.
Domino's.
Well, because Heavy said something about the tunnels or whatever, and I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
I've been out there like when I used to deliver and stuff, but I
Okay.
had no
That's
idea
where
what he's
that
talking
tunnel
about.
is, right there by Domino's.
Right by Domino's
That's
on Corliss
right.
Ave. Yeah, I used to live
Yeah,
over there.
man, that area is run.
Oh,
Fuck
it was
down,
so
man.
pissy and everything, and
Oh.
broken like "Do Not Enter" sign. So I picked it up out of the mud, stood
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
we
middle.
make it.
We used that as a prop too.
That's like those undergrounds over there off of Thorpe Street. and
Yeah.
whatnot, man.
Underneath
You
the
can't.
railroad
They're not.
tracks.
I mean, I'm
They're
sure
locked
they're
up now.
accessible somehow.
No.
Nobody's getting in there.
No,
Huh?
they're padlocked up.
God damn.
I know.
Those things. I remember going under there when I was a kid.
I
Those
want
things
to.
are
I want to
pissy.
shoot in there. I want to
I
snap
got
a
some.
lock.
I got some bolt cutters
Okay,
at work.
good to know,
You want me
because-
to grab one day?
And
I
put it back.
I don't care.
Allegedly.
Right,
Yeah,
that never
allegedly,
happened. That
allegedly.
never happened. Right.
And that thing's cut smooth like a hot knife through butter.
Let me tell you what I'm doing after here. As soon as I leave here, there's this guy missing by the name of Brandon.
Uh-huh.
I think I saw a post.
Okay,
Yeah.
and his family asked me to go look for the last place he was found through the woods with my drone.
Really.
So as soon as I leave here, I gotta pack up, drop all my stuff
God
off,
That's
damn.
and then go. I could
That's
not say no to
mission
something
of
like
sorrow
that.
right
Yeah.
there, you know?
Yeah.
I hope I find nothing.
Right,
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you hope
yeah,
you
yeah.
find nothing is right, because that's
We're gonna
that's
start
just a lot, man.
Sandy Beach was the last place they saw him,
Really?
so that's where we're gonna go and look in the woods.
Yeah, there's
the drone
yeah,
up
my
and
dad
just-
fishes down there a lot.
Yeah, I bet he does.
There's a lot of woods. Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot going on back there, man. Wow, that
Yeah,
sucks.
that's crazy, right? They hit me yesterday, and they're like, "Is there any way you could do it?" And I'm like, "You know what? Yes, I can." If someone asked me, I would.
A
Hope.
mission like that,
Yeah,
right?
I gotta do it, so-
Word up.
Keep 'em busy.
Keep it busy.
You know
So
what
I see this weighed on my mind a lot this week, man. Is I seen that Nipsey got shot, man.
I'm saying?
I don't know how familiar you guys are with Nipsey,
Oh, I
but
am. Yeah.
I always listen to Nip. I've been listening to Nip since about 2013.
Mm.
I always thought he reminded me of like a younger version of Snoop.
Snoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get
That,
it.
even the first time I heard him, this is
They're
how I even
close.
became familiar with him, was he had this album, I believe it was called Crenshaw. It was an all red album cover. And I had heard that Jay had just, I'm a super huge Jay guy. And I had heard that Jay had gone out. And this album was like underground. This wasn't
Sure.
like
Yeah.
major record
like
label.
a mixed CD. album.
Jay was just feeling the kid, so Jay went and bought like a ton of copies of this kid's album. Just,
Right.
I'm just gonna, here's some money for you, kid. Yo, I like what you're doing. So I was just like, if Jay's buying this,
I need to check it out.
let me just check it. See, I don't like it, but yo, I listened to it, and I've been listening to the kid since then. And yo, he's got a tremendous following, and you don't even know it. Like, you think he just fallen off. I know this last year he was nominated for a Grammy.
Well, that last album was pretty big.
Yo, it was super
Yeah.
big for him. Like I said, he was nominated for Best Rap Album at the Grammys, Best Hip Hop Album, whatever they call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the crackers that run that shit, I don't know what they call it. They call it rap, I call it hip hop. Whatever, you know what I mean? But I see this kid, man, got shot on some bullshit, man. And that, it bothered me.
You see the story I sent where the guy, I guess, shot him and was walking away,
And then
and
walked
Nip said
back.
something. He
Yeah.
went back and finished them off.
And
Yeah,
shot him more,
I
and then
guess-
kicked
I guess-
him, and then Wiley walked away.
When you hear about Nip and you hear you do the research on him and you hear all he's done for his community, it's like he was.
He sounds like an outstanding citizen.
Yo,
of the-
he had
I mean, he
true-
raps
I
about
mean,
what
you
he
see-
rapped about, but
You see the outpouring of love this guy's gotten since he passed. It's like it's tremendous, man. I mean, the dude, he was trying to take his whole community and just
Yeah.
turning into something else. Like low income housing was not going to be low income housing no more on his watch.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Like that mall he owned, he used to deal drugs right over there. He flipped it. You know what I mean? He bought it, flipped it. Now it's, they got a clothing store there. They got all this other stuff. You know what I mean? This dude is trying to eliminate that shit from his community, man. That's where it's at. If you want to do something like that, especially, I mean, I'm not a young black male or a black male. I can't relate to that struggle and nothing like that.
Right.
But I know them dudes got it tough enough as it is, man.
Yeah,
Just
you
being
see
on the
somebody doing
outside
good,
looking
let 'em
in.
do
to
good.
turn
Yeah,
it
you know
around,
what?
that's impressive.
You know what? And he's turning it right around.
And he had it right in his neighborhood or whatever.
Right in his
store or
neighborhood,
whatever.
yeah. And the
He
guy
said
came and shot him right at his store because he called the dude. He was like, "Yo, we can't have you around here, man." That's what happened.
Yeah.
He told the dude like, "Yo, we can't have you around here, man. 'Cause you're flapping your gums too much, man. You telling on people, man."
Yeah.
So I guess the dude came back a little while later and I was just like, what? Now that's some sucker shit, man. I just
Didn't
feel
they
like,
find the getaway driver or whatever, some chick getaway driver?
yeah, it was the
was
girl.
damage
Yeah,
to a
she
car
was
or
like,
whatever,
she was like, I didn't know what this dude
Right,
was
I was
doing. I
just-
didn't
Yeah,
know what he
of
was
course
doing. That's what she said. Yeah, of course not. That's what I said. Well, it'll all come out.
It will
It'll
all
all
come
come
out.
out, you
There's
know,
so
I-
many cameras in that parking lot
Oh, yeah.
alone.
That's what I heard, yeah.
But this dude, man, you can see that, like, he made a tremendous impact on people, man. Like like the culture, period. I feel like he made a tremendous impact. He didn't even know it, like, because you didn't hear Nipsey Hussle's
If you
name.
looked for him, yeah.
If you looked for him, like me, I'm looking for anything new
Underground.
that sounds dope and fresh, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not gonna find him if you're just listening to the radio.
Yeah, word up.
If you're just listening to the radio, whatever, maybe out there, if you're listening to,
Yeah, West Coast, yeah.
West Coast,
Not here.
Over here, you're not gonna hear no Nipsey Hussle, man. You know what I mean? You gotta go. You might catch him on a mixtape. Every time I ever heard him freestyle, like he freestyled on Flex, complete fire. You know what I mean? Complete fire. And I just feel like it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up that happened, man. I feel like,
You could have took Little Yachty or something else.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Take a whack rapper,
Was he
please.
first?
you took a kid. First of all, he could rap. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
The kid had flow, he had rap. You know what I mean? I listen to his music all week
Yeah,
because
me
I know
too.
one thing for certain:
Yeah.
he owns all his masters.
Yep.
His family's gonna do well.
You stream
they've
his, like, I
already shot up.
stream music. I stream Spotify music all the time. I pay for the Spotify subscription, so everything I listen to, someone's getting a penny for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whether it be a Nipsey Hussle type guy who owns all his masters, or someone who doesn't own their masters. Like, I don't know. I was listening to Intro's album this last weekend. They're obviously not getting any money from that. But
I doubt it.
Somebody is, but somebody is.
Probably
But
Puff.
I just know I was listening.
I was at the Globetrotters in there playing Nip.
I just
Nice.
listened to
Lennox
Nip.
there, and I was like, oh, all right.
I listened to
That's
Nip,
cool.
Nip all week long, man. You know what I mean? I didn't realize how much fire he had. And then you listen to his stuff, and I'm listening to it, and it sounds almost cryptic now. It's like, damn, man. It's like,
So many hidden messages.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, man.
Smarter than you think.
The guy had a family, had a beautiful girlfriend, man. He was it was Nunu from that movie.
Did you see what
ATL.
Kodak Black did?
Okay.
Did you see what Kodak Black did?
As a matter of fact, speaking on that, I think I have that right here.
What a
I think-
clown.
I think- and you know what? You know what's even funny? Did you hear what T.I. did?
I heard he was pissed about it. It's all I heard.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay, break it down.
All right, you know already what happened. Kodak said some shit like,
I'm gonna give her a year to cry, then I'll start hitting on
yeah,
her or something like that.
talk about Lauren London. And you know what? And I feel like, first of all, you fucking idiot. We were talking about it a couple weeks ago. I have trouble even entertaining these
Clownchers. Sorry.
clowns. I have trouble even entertaining this. You know what I
He's
mean?
just trying to stay relevant.
That's what it is. These
You know what I
kids
mean?
don't do
He's just
nothing.
trying to,
They get
yeah.
out there and they
Oh,
run their
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
mouths. They
Yeah,
get out there
they
and they run their
know what
fucking
they're
mouths.
saying.
And then when you see them, it's just like, listen, I can play this.
Let that rock. Let
I
that
can
rock.
play this for you, man. I got this on a little. This is T.I.
Kodak Black. You got a pocket, nigga. Fix that shit. Quickly. Expeditiously. Nigga. You got a pocket, nigga. Ain't nobody else gonna say it, nigga. I'll say it to you, nigga. And if I see you, I'm gonna say it in your face, nigga. You got a pocket, nigga. Get your motherfucking self together.
That's what I don't get, man. Like Tip ain't playing.
No, that's
Yeah.
all you need
Oh,
to
no,
say.
no.
Tip
Yeah.
ain't playing.
He didn't go off
And
for 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let me tell you something. Tip's not one of these internet gangsters. Tip got a history, man.
He keeps
You
it.
know,
He keeps it 100.
He's gonna keep it, and he has tremendous amount of respect. You know what I mean?
He deserves
And so, and the game came forward also with some other shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I saw that
like, yo, man, you better watch what the fuck you're saying
Crossing
right
the
now.
line.
Man. You say,
Especially the West Coast,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You can't play with those dudes.
and then,
You know what I mean?
oh, I wouldn't play with them dudes. And then I guess they stopped playing his music out in California. Kodak Black.
Good.
When they heard that shit, they cut him off.
Good.
I think the station's 106, Power 106 out in California. That's the big hip hop
They
station.
shunned him?
And they said, you know what? Fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Kodak.
Good. It's about time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, listen, man, these kids, they fail to realize, man, it's all fun and games until someone pulls you up. Like, he came out. First, he came out and he was like, I said what I said, so what? That's it. You know, and
No
then,
respect.
then a couple hours later, I guess, I'm going to go on out here on a whim and assume that someone's came to him like, yo, like Tip just said in that video. Like,
Word.
so, and then Kodak Black come back out and he's like, you know, I'm sorry if I
Yeah.
offended. That's what happens with these kids, man. You know what I mean?
They
They
don't
think
think
it's
about
fun
it.
and games when they're
Yeah.
behind these phones
Yeah.
and the internet. But then when you see them, I've had it happen to me. I've had people say things about me on the internet, you know, things like that. And then when I see them, it's chirping. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's nothing being said, and I always feel like this is just different times out here, man. You know what I
It
mean?
really is.
You know what I mean? It's just different times. You know, these kids and these even adults, they get on Facebook and say dumb shit. You know, then when you gotta see them out, you see them out in public, and they don't expect you to see them. They're completely gone.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's usually what happens.
That's exactly
because
right.
I feel like it's been a while for me. I haven't seen it in a while. I remember a few years ago I caught some people. And I was 2 in a week because it came up in my memories the other day. And Facebook, like, man, I seen 2 of these Facebook gangsters in a week, and it was crickets, crickets. And I'm just like, you know what, man? These kids, that's what they do these days, man. They want to get on Facebook and they want to get on it's Instagram, really, because we're old people. We use Facebook. The kids are using Instagram.
True.
Hard on it.
That's all they do. Right? Snapchat.
Snapchat,
All over
Instagram,
it.
it's
Yeah.
all over. We're old folks. We're at the old set, so we're on Facebook. Of
That's
course,
it, yeah.
that's where everyone we know is at.
Yep, that's where I'm going to be. Did you
And
see
that's
that
why I'm-
Jay-Z donated $15 million to Nipsey's kids
I
into the
did
trust
that. I
fund?
did see that. Yeah.
I did read that, but I also heard there was a question mark behind that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard there was a question mark behind
I can see him doing it, but not pushing it like that because
Exactly.
he's done that
Exactly.
for so
Down
many
low.
people
I heard there was
already.
a question mark behind it. Like he would do something like that because Jay was in his corner.
He
like,
could run for
strong.
president,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
ask
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Strong in his corner. So that whole situation with the dude dying, Nipsey dying, I feel like it's fucked up. There's a good dude lost there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rest in
I
peace.
guess his services are Tuesday. They're gonna have memorial
Staples
service
Center.
at the Staples Center.
That's big.
I mean, yeah, I can see it.
Me too.
I can see it,
They're going to
man.
fill that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
gonna fill
yeah,
that place, man. Like I said, the dude had a tremendous following. He had a lot of people who loved him. You see, the entire hip hop community is rocked by this
Yeah.
because you don't expect that dude to go.
So agree.
This is a dude that is a solid dude,
Established.
man. And he's established. He's solid. He's a good guy. He's just starting to catch. Like that Grammy nomination was huge for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was huge for him. Like damn.
And he's got kids and all that. So that's
Got
just horrible.
kids, you know what I mean? A girlfriend, and now it's just, damn, man. I'm sorry for the dude, man.
Sad day in hip hop.
It's sad day in hip hop, sad day for his family, man. You know,
So agree.
I mean, I wanted to talk about that this week. I felt like that was
Yeah.
that needed to be talked.
Seems
about.
like everything happens Sunday night.
Yeah,
know.
man, it's like that again. Like,
It's going to happen again.
but
You're
you know,
right.
I feel like
Switch
this.
days.
I feel like last week when we were talking about stuff, it was like stuff had lost the push behind its back. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
We were talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Gronk and everything else,
Yeah.
and I love talking about those things. But I also feel like Nips hasn't lost any push.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Like that's
no,
been
It's going to be around for a little
It's
bit.
gonna be around for a little bit because it was felt. It was
Yeah,
felt by
yeah,
everyone,
there's
man.
Still a lot of people doing, little things.
Yeah, man. And the memorial service is Tuesday, like I said. And, it's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big day. There's gonna be a lot of people there, man. Again, like you said, they're gonna fill that place.
They definitely
They're gonna
will.
fill that place,
Hopefully it'll
man.
be a nice, peaceful
Did you hear
event.
Russell Westbrook? What happened with him?
No?
Now, him and Nip are from, I guess, the same area.
Oh, the 2020.
2020, and I guess
Yeah.
Nips was, Rolling 60. I guess that's his crew, Rolling 60s or
perfect.
something like
20,
that.
40, 60.
So Russell
West-
Westbrook said he's gonna go out 2020, and he went out 2020 that night.
First time ever someone's ever done
The
it?
second
or something?
time.
Second time ever.
Oscar Robinson was the first.
Okay, I didn't know.
But
that.
and then right after he got that 20th rebound, he was like, "That's for Nip."
He did,
You see,
too.
you could read his lips and everything on the court, like and he just took him. As
Yeah.
coach was calling him out of the game, like, "Come on." He was like,
No. Not yet.
"Nah, I gotta get one more board. I gotta get one more board." I mean, that might be. I mean, from a playing standpoint, like an athlete, like that's kind of selfish, but at the same, it's like,
It's for
yo,
a
man,
cause,
it's
you
it's
know?
for
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's his man. That
It
was his
didn't
man.
ruin the game or anything. I think it
Right,
was
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, no, they won too. I'm pretty sure they won.
did.
The motherfucker go off for 2020 on. I gotta
better
hope
win.
that team wins.
It'd be horrible if they lost. Like,
I mean,
damn.
oh my
Did
god!
anybody else
man,
show
what
up?
the fuck, bro? And I think it was against the Lake Show too. Was it against the Lake Show?
man.
I can't remember. I just know the
know.
Lake Show sucks.
One thing that also sucks, speaking of fucking, like I said, Little Yachty a little bit ago, when I saw that How High 2 is coming out, And not only are Red and Meth not in it, but Little Yachty is in
I
it.
couldn't even tell you one
Fuck
little
I
red.
purposely
little,
will never say
Yeah.
the words "How
Don't.
High" ever again, just because of that shit. Like, you got to be kidding me, Meth
No,
and
the
Red
first one
didn't
was
get that
so
money.
good
Yeah.
too. The first one was so good.
So
and funny.
classic.
It's
Why
not
don't
like they're horrible actors. You know
They-
what I mean?
It was
They
good.
were
Like, why
hilarious
wouldn't
in
you
that.
bring
they should
them
put
back?
out their own?
Yeah.
And
They
literally
should.
fund
They
it
The real
themselves.
how high too.
Tell me you wouldn't watch it. I don't care if they
Oh,
shot
I'd
it with their
watch that.
phones. If Red and
Yeah.
Meth made it, I
Hell
would
yeah.
fucking
I would
watch
definitely watch it.
it. Definitely.
I would definitely watch that shit.
Oh, it's
Just because
heartbroken.
first of all, Red and Meth are dope.
Oh, huh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean,
the
even
perfect
when I-
combination.
Even when I hear Meth now, like on a freestyle or something,
Yeah.
or Red. it's
Red
like,
too, yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah.
both been still killing
God
it.
damn!
Yeah.
It's still, the flow is still flawless.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You hear some guys like I hate to say this, but you hear like DMX rap now.
I'm not a
He's
big
still-
fan anymore.
He's got the viciousness, but the flow just isn't there.
Agreed.
Every time I
It's
hear
not,
him
yeah.
on something new, it's like it's like
Maybe next time.
the viciousness is still there. The,
That's it.
Yeah.
you know, that's all
right.
there.
No,
but,
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
but it's like some hip hop artists, I feel like they lose their flow. It's just maybe it's just not there.
They don't
well, they
keep
don't
up
have
with
the
it.
energy. You
I,
know.
I see there's a new. I think it's a show. It's coming on FX or AMC or something. It's a Forrest Whitaker show. They do have. I seen it when I went to see that movie. When I went to go see that movie, Us. They showed a trailer for this show that's coming out, and the music they played for it was DMX and Swiss. It was some new shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I haven't heard, like, I heard it and it sounded like, I mean, obviously anything Swiss to me is official.
Yeah,
I hear
yeah,
Swiss,
yeah. He's come
my
a long
head's
way.
banging, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, damn, man. But, you know, I didn't hear much of X rapping on it, you know, but, you know, I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see, you know what I mean? For me, when X was popping in 98, you know what I mean? I was on some real angry shit anyway, so I was loving it.
Yeah, we all were.
I was loving it. I mean, god damn. But now it's just like, how angry you gonna be if you
You're
make
still
all-
mad?
Yeah, you're still
Yeah.
mad, bro. I can't be
He's-
mad no more.
He's
Like,
50
even
almost,
now.
right?
Yeah, I bet she's close to 50.
You can't be mad when you're
Yeah, he's got to be
50,
close to.
you know
Because
what I mean?
I remember
Trust
when.
me.
Trust
He's
I'm
me.
gotta
not
be
half
close
as
to
mad
50.
as I used to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
I'm-
have the energy for it.
Yeah, I don't have
right.
the energy for it, man. I just think I just want to eat good food,
Yeah.
spend time with my family, hang out with my guys, and
Laugh.
that's it. I don't want to work no more. I'm tired of that shit. God
hear
damn
ya.
it, but you got to
Yeah,
work.
Yeah, yeah.
It
For a little
sucks.
while longer.
For now.
For a little while longer, anyway. You know.
So this
what I mean?
podcast picks up a little more.
Yeah.
Podcast picks up a little more. Maybe I get one of these businesses in mind to pop. If that fucking detailing business, if I could just get that all year long, man, I wouldn't have to work anymore.
So agree.
That would be my job.
Yeah.
That would be my job. Definitely. Right out of house. But the weather kills me.
Right. There's nothing you can do.
Fucking weather, because nobody wants to get their car detailed in the winter.
Yeah. What's the point? As soon as you
Fuck
pull it
for
out of
what?
the garage, it's
You
a
know what I
wrap.
mean? But if we could get this pieces of love shit popping,
Yeah. That's all.
you know what I mean? We got the
and there's all
website up.
holidays and stuff
Yeah.
too. So
We got the
yeah,
website
yeah,
up. We're
yeah.
pushing Mother's Day product right now. Every day I'm throwing new shit up there.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's a lot of work to keep up
Yeah.
with
It's
it.
a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a lot of work. I told you the other
Especially
day.
when you're just starting off, you know.
Yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
Had, like nothing for inventory,
Exactly.
and now you got.
Let me ask you this: did she fuck some up at first? Like, you know how it goes when you're trying to putting new stuff on things. Did she?
No,
Like, it's
she has a
expensive.
tremendous amount of stuff in there that looks incredible.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You know
no
what I
flaw,
mean?
right?
Like it looks incredible. I mean, I'm just like, all right, you know, let her do her thing. You
I
know.
know when I go to
Oh,
try
yeah.
to do a side project, I'm gonna fuck up 10 of them before I get
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
right.
no,
But
she's
been
knocking
killing it.
that out of the park pretty
So-
good, man. I'm pretty happy with it.
Good.
You know what I mean? If any of the fuck ups are coming, I think it's probably going to be from me. You know what I mean? Jesus
Okay.
Christ, man. But her end of it right now, I told her the other day I was putting the website together, and I was like, I feel fucking overwhelmed. I told her just like that because the website is so much.
It's a
You don't
lot of
even
work.
realize it. It's not like a page or something like that. I could do a Facebook page and just push that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
quick. You know what I mean? But with the website, it's something totally different because it's an online store now. Now I gotta have inventory up there. Now I gotta
Right.
specify everything. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Updating
fuck
pictures
me.
is
So I
a
see
lot
that
of
down
work.
Bardee. Is that just a Facebook page or is
No,
that
that's a website, too. I have a
'Cause I
website.
just went there and I
I
was
ju-
just like, yo, I told Lynn about it. I'm like, I think you
Yeah,
just
I-
updated that, right?
I got the website for Dunbar's Detailing too. I put them both up this week. It doesn't cost much.
It looks nice.
Yeah,
It looks right.
I got the.
It looks
I
real
just
right.
gotta get new business cards for it. That's all because the phone number
Understandable.
changed.
Pretty
but-
sure you know a guy.
Yeah, we can do something easy peasy.
I mean,
you can do it yourself.
I
Too.
fucked the phone number up on it. I got a different phone number for it, but no one ever calls the damn fucking phone number.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Now they're gonna book through the website. Hopefully, I've already had
Nice.
one person book through the website, so I mean, a lot of it comes from Facebook. But
Yeah.
I don't complain. It's just
Friends of friends of friends.
friends of friends of friends. You know, there's always new people coming. I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I love it, man. I love it, man. It's
Working
fair.
for yourself is the best.
It is the
Word.
best, man. I like it so much more.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Me and Dots were just talking about you, how you like, you know what I mean, came from nothing. What
Yeah.
we used to do and what you're doing now, and like,
We're
I
gonna
was like,
answer
yeah,
anybody but
we're
yourself.
both proud as fuck of you, man.
Thanks,
Doing
man.
all this stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You're skilled too. It's not just luck.
That's
I
it.
hate answering to my boss. I hate when my boss talks to me.
I bet.
You know, like I'll get to work tomorrow morning, you know what I mean? And he'll start talking to me, and I'm just like, fucking hate you, bro. Why do I want to talk to you?
I'm so
for?
glad I don't have to go
We're
through
on
that.
two
My
different
boss is
levels.
awesome.
Like me and this guy, like he's like a fucking asshole, and I'm not saying I'm not an asshole, but I don't got time for this. This guy's a millionaire. I don't want to. Come on, bro. He's
And he
complaining.
talks to you like one
yeah,
too, it
and
sounds like.
you know he complains about spending $8 at the fucking movie theater for a bucket of popcorn to me. And I'm like, I just spent,
Losers.
yeah, I just spent $16 at the fucking movie theater on popcorn. I wasn't complaining nothing about it. I was just like,
Your pockets aren't right.
you know, we had a good
Right.
time. This guy was just—he's always looking for the bad.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
God,
Rich-
get away from that.
Rich motherfucker. Big rich
So
motherfucker.
maybe someday we'll have that problem.
I can't wait. I'm determined to have that problem. I can't wait to have that problem.
right.
I'm focused. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have that problem. I can't wait. And, you know, I just won't be miserable with it. I like when people say things like, money can't solve all your problems. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it can.
It
I
can't
think-
solve all your problems, but it can make you a happier person in
Listen,
general. So that
exactly,
the bad
bro.
things that do happen, you're like, man, you know what?
Like I feel
That's
like
true.
I could deal with that.
you know what my problems are? Bills.
Okay.
You know what? Money would solve all
It
those
sure would.
motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Bills are my problems. When I get those fucking bills, I'm like, cocksucker.
Yeah.
Every time too.
You know what always sneaks up on me and I hate it is that nice egg bill. I
Oh.
fucking hate those
I hate my
motherfucking
Time
guys,
Warner
man.
bill.
Ah.
Fucking faggot.
Fuck them.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, we cut the cord a while ago.
Yeah,
with them.
fuck
Still
Time
2
Warner,
cents a
man.
month.
Just
Oh,
internet
fuck
now.
them. They want too much money, man.
And the only time my home phone is used is for telemarketing.
That
That's
sucks.
it.
That's it, right?
Same
That
with us.
sucks.
Nobody
dude.
has my home phone
I don't
number.
even
Someone
have a
else
home
calling
phone.
it.
I just get straight internet
Just
from
a
them.
waste.
That's it.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
I think the phone is it's like damn near free or whatever. That's
Yeah,
the
I don't
only
even
reason-
know if
that's
I
the
have
only
a
reason
phone.
we still got it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't
answer it sometimes just to fuck with people. One guy called and was like, "Hey, is this blah 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 tattoo shop?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, what's up? He's like, "Well, I'm looking to get this." I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool, man. Yo, if you could show up here in 15 minutes, I'll give you 20% off."
Sucker. I mean,
I
brother.
like
One
dancing.
dude called one time, was like, "Oh, is this the Chinese restaurant?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was
Yeah.
like, "What do you want to get?"
Hurry
And
up
he's
and
like,
buy
"All
it."
right." I took a whole order and whatever.
That's
And I was like,
fine.
all right, man, we'll see you in about a half an hour. And he's like, all right. And then Lynn, he called back, and Lynn answered. She's like, I'm
Oh,
sorry, my
man.
husband's an asshole.
Oh,
Come on, man.
That was great, man.
Lynn.
Let that shit
They were gonna
ride.
come pick
Lynn.
up. They were gonna come pick up. The fuck?
Oh, yeah. And she was just like, I'm sorry, my husband's an asshole. I
Oh.
was just like, come on, man.
Fuck it, man.
She was like, well, imagine how hungry you would be if the food never showed up. And I'm like, yeah, but this is funny stuff, man. This is like,
that is funny shit. Because I'll answer the phone like I get a bull. That's been my thing. Usually I used to like I know the scam numbers and everything. You see them. It comes across my
Iowa
phone as like
or
a
something,
scammer.
yeah.
So I'll answer it these days. You know what I mean? And I'll just tell them something like I put the body in the trunk. It's in the trunk of the Lexus, the white one outside. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. And I just usually that's it. And they're just like, huh? A lot of the times they don't even answer. They're just like,
Yeah.
fuck this shit.
yeah.
But I answer it now because I feel
Ugh.
like, all right, whatever.
I
You're
get a
the
wild
only-
hair once in a while, and I'll pick it up just to see you.
It becomes harassment after a while.
It really does.
It does, man. It's aggravating as hell, man.
You ever give blood?
No.
Yes.
Did they blow your shit up too?
Yes.
Like all hours of the night and
Yeah.
day and every day of the week, Sunday at fucking 9:30?
You know, it was the
I
worst.
get it, but good lord, man.
Bath fitter's been calling me 25 times a
Ugh.
day because I asked him a couple
One
questions
time,
one
yeah.
day,
You
and I
gotta
was
be
like,
careful.
"Let me just get a ballpark. Can you give me a ballpark figure, man?" And he was like, "All right, right around $5,000." I'm like, "Okay, thank you for saying that because he
Yeah.
wouldn't tell me it was $1 or $1.5 million."
Right, yeah.
For the 2 times I talked to him, and I finally got a number from him, and then now every day, all day,
Hey, how's it
bath
going?
fitter,
You still
bath
thinking
fitter,
about
bath
doing that
fitter.
bad?
Oh,
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that shit.
right.
Man.
It's harassment.
You know what's even worse is like when you see someone and you deal with them, and you're like just dealing with them to be nice.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when and then I know me, I have trouble lying to people, man. I'll be like, I'll even give a motherfucker my real number. And then they call me, and I'm just like not ever answering the phone
Yeah.
ever. I feel like that's just how I am, man. I don't know. I can't.
I watched this comedian who was on. He was like, "I wish I could
Losers.
I wish I could do it like Shark Tank." So when someone starts talking to me, like, "You know what? I'm going to stop you there because because I really don't see this situation going any further. And for that reason,
out. Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm out. I like that. I like
Tank 'em.
that.
I'm gonna start Shark
Shark
Tanking.
Tank.
I like that. I like that.
It was a great
You know, I
comment.
like that.
Yeah.
God, I might start running with that.
Right?
I'm
I gotta
such a
stop
nice
you right
fucking
there,
guy.
shuts them right up, and they don't know what to say after that.
They don't know. Yeah, right. Oh man,
You know what
that's a
works
good
for
one.
me a lot of the times when I'm out in public, especially at the mall. You know they're always trying to
Oh,
stop you.
huh? That's what
Man,
that
I
fitted
tell
in.
you, God bless my dad for giving me that look on my face where I look like I'm miserable.
And they don't want to even look
because
at you.
they'll
I'm
see
good
me
at that,
coming.
too.
They'll see me coming and just be like,
Not worth
I
it.
see them looking at me going,
doesn't look friendly.
he looks like a fucking.
That's a
dick."
no-win situation right there. Love it.
Yep, I do the same shit, man.
I don't
Fuck
mind one bit doing that shit, man. It works. If it works,
Yeah.
if it works, you know what I mean? Shit, man.
What about that bare knuckle shit that you've sent me?
Oh wow! I wish I would have known that was on, man. Because I saw.
Yeah.
You see, Chris Lieben was on there too. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He was a UFC guy. He was on the first Ultimate Fighter when they had
Oh,
all the
the
guys
show.
in the house and whatever. He was on the very first one. That was
Oh.
really, really good.
Huh.
And he was an ass kicker from way back. And he retired. And then he went to the bare knuckle joint. He knocked the dude out in 25 seconds.
Yeah, I did see the highlight, but I think
damn.
that's
Yeah.
all I saw.
He loves to see shit
And
like
those
that.
last
Oh.
two dudes, wow. I don't remember what the hell their names were, but wow, it didn't look like anybody won.
Oh no, the winner
Their
looked.
shit
He's
was-
in the hospital bed, so he's like, hey, and, everything,
Oh, fucked
Gashes,
up.
half
all
his cheek
fucked
is
up,
hanging off.
everything.
Like,
Yeah, there wasn't a clean spot on. it.
Mm.
It wasn't
Oh
a dry
my
spot.
God.
I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna definitely be looking to check that.
That's
out.
some real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys are men.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
really.
to watch some shit. I like to watch bare knuckle fights, man. I haven't seen them in a while, but the last time I seen anything even resembling a fight, and this kind of makes me sad, is we were all out. I don't think you were out with us, but I know you were, and it was Joe and John, and we were all up there at Nips up there on Pennsylvania Ave, I think. And Joe and John were going back and forth. I was like, are these fucking two assholes gonna fight? That's what I remember thinking to myself, like, this was years ago. God, I can't even remember how long ago it was. We were all up there, though, and the wives were with us and everything. And I just remember being up there, and there might have been someone's birthday, or it might have been something. I just know we were all up there at Nips.
Yeah.
And John and Joe are going back and fucking forth with each other. And I'm like, are these two dicks really gonna do this right here?
No,
Like,
they're
what?
not.
No,
No, they're
Joe's
just
a
barking.
fighter.
shit.
John-
I love them, love them.
John's all heart, but he's got to realize he's,
Yeah.
up there in age too.
Yeah, man. Once you realize that, it's like, God, man.
Yeah,
John
I
is definitely up in age. When I was doing the fucking parade and I was walking down the street and I had the camera in my hand and he was like, yeah, I yelled over to you and you even looked over at me and kind of just looked back like whatever. But when I look, because I have the 3D camera, now I
Right.
can literally turn. He's right.
Right.
I did fucking say hi. I went like,
All right.
but he had a pure white beard on with just a black strip through it and a ski hat on and big glasses like that. I'm like, how am I
Yeah.
supposed to know it's you, Gardner? And I look
Yeah.
like this.
He's
It's
becoming a wizard.
If you don't
Yeah.
see, you don't
Yeah.
see him all the
Becoming a
time.
wizard with the
yeah,
white
yeah.
beard.
He definitely
Becoming a
is. It's magical.
Gray vest.
Magically delicious.
You gotta see his gray
I
vest.
remember
Oh,
Gardner,
he does have a great
remember
bastard. He can
Gardner,
pull it up to here.
I went to SV for about 5 months back in 1988.
Oh, I didn't know that.
7th grade.
Okay.
Wow.
That little fat fucker sat right in front of me in science class.
That's
I've
awesome.
known Gardner that
That's
long.
crazy.
I've known Gardner that long. And I remember when he started coming around and hanging out with us back in like 91,
You were
92.
like, I remember you.
Yeah, we both knew, like, oh, yeah, fucking talking to Gardner a few years back. He was throwing names at me from 7th grade. I was like, I don't remember none of these
None of them.
motherfuckers, but whatever, bro. You know, but
Probably
I
a lot of
remember.
business from SV.
No, he was a little fat fucker, man, back then. Gardner? Oh,
Then he
God,
got
I
thin, and
remember.
now he's getting fat again.
Is he really?
little
God
bit.
bless him. Every time I see him,
little bit.
man, I don't know. I love it. I love him.
Yeah.
He's a character.
I think of your bachelor party, Drew. I think of that.
Oh, the
I
coffin.
remember throwing up in his backyard.
Oh.
Oh, God. And I remember sitting across the picnic table looking at him, and this fucking guy lifting up his shirt, playing with his
Seducing ya.
nipple. I'm just like, bro, I don't know how to take this right now. Are you making a
He
pass
can
at
pull
me?
them shits off his foot.
Like, what's wrong with this? I was like, some things never change,
That's
man.
Gardner.
This fucking guy, man.
He's all about making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, he made me very uncomfortable. I'm a hard guy to make me feel uncomfortable. Very secure in myself.
Yo.
And I just looking at this guy, and I was just like,
Isn't there a picture of you like and the fire's like behind you and you're just like, oh, and your face looks all red or
it's
whatever?
me. I think that's me,
Crazy.
Joe, and it might be Gary. And there was a fire going. We were
Yeah,
just
but all
standing
your
there.
faces look real red and it looked like you just finished puking.
That
and
was
just
his
like,
bachelor
"Ah."
party, man. I got so sick that night,
That
man.
was weird.
hmm Yeah, I was.
Yeah, 'cause you didn't drink a ton or
No, I
anything,
didn't drink a
just,
ton at all. I just, you know what I was doing. Johnny Blazing.
Sure.
But I don't know what happened. Something I ate, I think it was. I remember getting home and the wife was stuffed, and I was like, God, I just don't feel good, and I didn't even drink that much. Yeah, son, I ate probably. Who knows, man? You know what? I seen yesterday they got WrestleMania today. I'm not a big wrestling guy. I couldn't give a fuck about
I
it.
was for a while.
I was when I was a
Never
kid.
was.
But I know we all are familiar with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you see what happened?
I did.
Somebody
Fucking
attacked him.
guy attacked him on stage.
Yeah,
When
beat
he was
down.
beat down, yo, he
He's
caught
like,
him.
I didn't tackle Bret the Hitman Hart. He's like, all right, I tackled Bret.
Attacked.
You
You
got
see
it.
the one guy bringing him back? He was just like, just caught him right in his jaw.
It's horrible.
I seen that shit. You know what I say to myself? I think, I'm a conspiracy theorist sometimes, not all the time, but I know that Bret the Hitman Hart and Vince McMahon did not have a good relationship towards the end of their thing. And I know Bret the Hitman Hart at one of those WrestleManias or SummerSlams or something was supposed to win a match, and Vince McMahon flipped it on him at the end. And Bret Hart did not like that. And I feel like there's always been bad blood between them two because of that. I feel like Vince probably set that shit up. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's
right.
going to Hall of Fame.
Go get him.
I'm going to give you $100, you crackhead
Yeah, just
motherfucker.
do what
Go
you can
tackle
do.
that motherfucker. You know, you might get punched in
Yeah,
the
but you
face in
might
the
have just
process.
done it for, you know what I mean?
You're
for
gonna
the
be a
sake of it.
famous
It's
person.
WWE, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Anything
that's
can
it.
happen.
How do you take anything seriously
Yeah.
there, man? You know what I mean?
I didn't know that was tonight. I might check it
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Of course, WrestleMania always has everybody on there, man. Holy fuck, The Rock pops up. I love The Rock. That's my guy right
Yeah,
there, man.
yeah. I watched for a while, then I stopped. Then
Yeah.
I watched again for a while, then I stopped.
When it was back in the late '90s, and they had like a lot of like, I used to watch a lot like
Oh, yeah, yeah. back in the day.
Degeneration X and shit like that. I used to
Yeah.
watch that shit a lot back then. I haven't watched it.
Earthquake.
Yeah, I haven't watched that shit in years. I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you
yeah, yeah. There's a
5
bunch of
wrestlers
guys.
on there right
Yeah.
now.
Either.
Yeah.
If you tell me The Rock is on there or Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'll be
Stone
like,
Cold is
okay,
my
yeah,
favorite.
I'll
I remember
sign
that.
me up for that shit. I'm cool. But these guys nowadays, I don't know who the fuck any of them are. They all are a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah, I got the game or whatever just for the sake of, because I try like to mix it up once in a while, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what these people are.
Yeah, I don't know these motherfuckers out there. See them, I'll just be like, whatever, man. Yeah,
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's
Mix
worth
it up once in a while.
Yeah, like I said, I'll check WrestleMania. Like I said, I'll stream it on that site. What's that site again? Fucking
Ripple.
Ripple, man, that is solid. You ever stream
Ripple,
anything on
yeah.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. We
Yeah.
streamed the last Bones Jones fight on that right here in the living room.
Yeah.
Me and Mark.
Yep.
This is the last time you guys were over.
Okay.
Everyone was
Yeah.
over. We sat up and watched the
Worked out. You
last
fight with it a little bit, just like anywhere other
Yeah,
site,
you know,
but
you fight with it, but I
It's
mean,
free.
it's
Ripple?
free.
Okay.
Ripple, yeah, it's
IS,
solid.
yep.
You get it
Oh,
with the
put
Fire
it-
Stick.
put
Get
me
it with the
onto it.
Fire Stick.
Okay.
Just pull it up on the browser, the Fire Stick, Ripple.
Yep.
Anything.
Yeah, you can do it on your phone even too.
Yeah, you do it on your phone.
Yeah,
Even he was
'cause I
doing
did
it on his
my
phone. Yeah.
The only
yeah.
thing that sucks about your phone is that you can't like go back.
Okay.
You know how you just know like
Can't scrub through
yeah,
it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can't like, but it's worked out.
Just to
about
have it on
every
your
time,
phone,
and I didn't
right.
pay a dime. So
Yeah,
Worth
that's
it.
cool, man. It's
Yeah.
definitely worth it.
Wow.
It's definitely worth it. Ripple, man. I'm all about that shit.
Better-
Anything that's free is for me.
Better than Spectrum.
word.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
I
Spectre.
don't
Yeah.
fuck with them.
I
guys
know.
anymore.
I can't stand Spectre, man.
Nobody can.
I cut the cord from them so long ago.
That feels
Christ.
good.
Oh,
It really
yeah,
does
That's
feel
a
good.
$200 bill I don't want.
Lynn was
something.
so happy. Lynn was so happy when we had to stop giving them $200 a month, man.
Yeah.
It's like a
So
car
happy.
payment. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
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 Fucking car payments suck. I don't have those anymore either. Thank
Internet
God.
should be free for everyone. And it
You
will
think,
be soon.
yeah.
They're saying it's gonna be. They're
I'm
saying it's gonna
surprised
be.
it's not already.
It's gonna be free in New York, I think. So I know they're pushing
Let's
for
go.
it in New York.
Let's go.
I know that and legal weed, which I don't know what the fuck the holdup is on that.
Yeah, they're saying it ain't gonna happen until next year now.
They're bringing it
Trying
back.
for
New York
June.
can make
They're
a lot
trying
of
for
money,
June.
man.
They're trying for June.
New York can make a lot of money.
I don't
out there.
understand
And you know
what
the
the
New York
problem-
is all about that.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't
they're all about
understand what
taxing
the
something
problem
to
is.
try to
The
get
problem
some,
is,
you know?
is there's certain people that are set in their ways, and they're
Yeah.
like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
And other than everyone that, everyone's like, well, this is a big money maker for our state. We
Yeah.
can help the kids. We can help everybody. And you know, I think it's only good. But
Well, the
there's a lot of
problem was
haters
is
out
that they
there.
grouped it together with fucking like cocaine,
Yeah,
and, like
yeah,
serious
yeah,
drugs or whatever. Like when it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was the problem. That's where they all went wrong.
I watched this documentary on Netflix called Murder Mountain.
Okay.
Yep.
Never
It's
heard of
about all right,
Do it.
you
It's
should-
definitely worth it because you told us about it and we checked
Yeah,
it out.
it's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Murder Mountain is out in California. Humboldt County is where 80% of the marijuana you smoke in this country comes from. All right, so they're dealing with the legalization of marijuana out there and how the community's struggling for it. You just ain't gonna go out there though and start growing weed.
Oh, no.
Those
Yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah.
are gangsters. They're policing their own areas.
I know they are. I was there.
and bodies are getting
Oh,
found.
that's right. Yeah.
Cars are getting blown up. People are getting fucked up.
It was scary. I had friends of mine who would literally sit there and all they do was cut all day, and they would be scared to leave the house.
Yeah.
And they put big signs out front saying that they do it because they have to. It's the law, but that's also a bullseye right in their front house,
Right.
the front yard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's a risky
There's
business.
still people out there doing it, even though it's legal in California. There's still people out there. They're
Oh,
feeling,
sure. There's
the
money
people
in
who
there.
have been doing it for years are feeling the pinch.
Oh yeah.
But there's still people out there that are like focused, like, you know what? Of course, I'm going to sell this, tax and everything, but I'm also going to make this most incredible strand, and I'm going to keep that in my
Mix
pocket.
this and this, and
And
like,
you know
yeah.
what? And when I have this in my pocket, I'm going to sell that just myself individually. Boom.
Sort of.
People
Yep.
like me out here in New York waiting for it. Like, we're
Word.
waiting for
Yeah.
legal so I can just order my shit from out there.
Word. Same,
Humboldt
yeah.
County. I know
Oh, I
it's
got a
coming
package.
quality. I know it's coming quality. I know I'm not getting anything fucked up from those people out there.
Yeah.
They take it seriously. There's
Very
love.
sure. Yeah.
There's love in it. Those people love what they do,
Mhm.
and they're just out there like. Snip, 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 snip,
$50
snip,
an hour.
Yeah,
I'll stay here all day.
fucking don't even care, man. I mean, oh god. Yeah.
Agreed. Like if I had some serious money set aside right now, I would definitely invest
Yeah.
in a New York marijuana growing place because once they start,
It's
it's
it.
going to take off like gangbusters.
That's
And
right.
those who are already
Yeah.
invested now are going to be the ones who lead the forefront. So there's
Yeah.
good money.
And you know what? A lot of these tobacco companies are investing their money in that shit.
You know what I
Yeah,
just
why
did the
wouldn't
other-
they? Yeah.
You know what I just did a couple of weeks ago is I bought my first stock. Can I tell you about that?
Okay, now.
I bought a stock in a company called Legion M. Have you ever heard of that?
Uh-uh.
So Legion M is a movie company, and what they are is like Jay and Silent Bob. Remember them?
Mhm.
So they're getting ready to start the new one. Then shoot the
You
new
already
one.
told me that.
Yeah.
So Legion
Yeah, you did
is
mention that.
the first Universal or the first, you know what I mean, big movie place, but it's owned 100% by the fans with stock only.
Oh.
And
So
it's
that's
they've
cool.
never done
That's
that
cool.
before. So right now I bought like 11 stocks for $100, and they're saying that it could go like 1,000 times that if it takes off.
Oh,
big.
perfect.
And one of
Takes
their
off,
first
man.
movies is going to be Jay and Silent Bob the remake.
And
Yeah.
a lot of people will watch that just
Yeah,
because
Yeah, a lot of
they
people,
like
they
the
got
first
a
one.
That's
huge
right.
fan base, Jay and Silent Bob,
So
man.
I
Oh my
just was like, I got
god.
$100.
Didn't
Let me
they just
do that
battle
real
each
quick.
other too? On
They
the,
did.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
did, right?
Yeah.
I saw part of it. I didn't see it. But...
Jay like got him. I mean, they both got each other. Like, it was so funny though. My God, he was like a heroin addict. He's like, oh, you're the one who lost all the weight, Jay, and now you're talking. You used to never talk before. He's like that. You know, they were just tearing each other
That's
up.
what's
It was great. That was actually a good one. And I could never watch that show ever because I feel like I'm selling out watching it. It breaks my heart that Method Man does that show.
Yeah.
Because it's cringeworthy. I hate seeing people that can't rhyme pretending.
Trying
to.
to-
Yeah.
I see enough of that on the fucking radio.
Yeah.
I don't
or-
need to see it. I don't need to see, especially meth pushing that. Like meth's my
Yeah.
favorite. Meth,
Yeah,
why?
I love that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I get it.
Yeah, he's probably getting a nice little paycheck. off
Probably-
it.
yeah, he's
good.
all about the paycheck.
And I
It's-
want him to
it's,
get
you know,
that because he's my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
one of my favorites of
Yeah.
all time. So I
Yeah.
wish he was a
Mine too.
billionaire.
He's so
Yeah.
dope.
You know,
He's so dope.
I just hate that
He's
show.
definitely top
And
five.
it makes me, I can't even think about watching it because it's so
He's
like
so dope, Method Man.
watching someone go, yo.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah,
oh, stop, come on.
stop, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to hear that.
Oh God, man.
Trash.
Yeah, I hate seeing that kind of shit too.
It's
People
embarrassing.
Can't rap, trying to rap.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, right. Please stop.
God, man, leave that to professionals.
Now it's everybody. It's like
Now it's everybody. Now you got what's this dummy that was on Dr. Phil, the little white girl.
the
Bad
Catch Me
Bad
Outside,
Mojave.
Barbie,
Bad
whatever.
Catch me outside. How about that? Like,
Oh yeah, now she's rapping, right?
yeah.
And now she
Little girl.
talks normal. She's like, I can't believe I was like that before, and blah blah blah. And you're like, yeah, I bet you.
Fucking idiot.
You did it for money and shit. Now
Yeah,
everybody
he's
knows
got
who
a
you are.
gang of girls growing up looking at this girl like she's their age. They're like,
Yeah,
ah,
turning into a role model. It's
ah,
super sad.
man. This is what it's coming to,
It
man.
is. What a fucked up life.
I feel sorry for your mother.
Man, I
Hell
feel
yeah, but
sorry
bye.
for all their mothers, man. You know what I mean? Oh God, man. I'm just glad that I got this kid up here. She's into softball and volleyball and Netflix.
We've all done really well with our children.
Oh,
Considering
God,
the
man.
stuff that we got ourselves into,
Oh
like
God, I had told all mine to the wife. I'm
yeah,
a moron.
yeah. I don't.
I can't.
I got lucky with having
Yeah,
she did
I'm
it
a
herself.
moron. You know, Shantae's lights out. Aaron's lights out. You know what I mean? Adeline, she's gonna be lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
will.
even want to talk about it.
Cute.
I just get it.
Adeline, every time I walk in this house, she is such a bright, positive.
Yeah, she's a
Being
good kid.
sunshine.
She was
Yeah,
just
man.
waving at us out the window.
I
I'm sure
saw,
she
I
was.
saw.
I'm sure she was.
I love
She's
her
like-
so much.
She's a brat.
The picture I just posted over the other day,
Oh, yeah.
it looks like Cardi B. I don't know why. I was
It's the
thinking
same,
of the
it's
little
the same
picture.
with Rocky, man.
the li-
Rocky, everybody thinks he's so fucking cute all the time. And I'm like, yeah, give him some time. He is that fucking cute, bro.
He's the best, man. He talks sometimes. I don't understand what the fuck he's saying, but he's so goddamn cute.
You
I
gotta
just be like,
listen.
he's be like,
He just got a haircut, too. We took the
I just
blood
be
for
like,
haircuts
man, this
yesterday,
kid's
and they were
adorable.
He is adorable.
Uh,
But Mark's like, yeah, you don't know till you
so
dealt
check
with
this
him. Like,
shit out. Every year, this morning or last night, something crazy happens at our house.
I
I saw
See
Lindsay
Lindsay post about
Yeah, I
that
did.
shit?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Rocky
crazy.
woke up last night crying. He wouldn't tell us what was wrong. He wouldn't, like,
Nothing.
he was just crying or whatever. Last year or 2 years ago, Lennox was freaking out. He was all curled up at his bed like this or whatever, and he's like, why is it staring at me? Why is it staring at me? Tell it to stop staring at me. Yeah,
Ruh-roh.
it's like some crazy shit.
Yo, they
And
say-
Lynn was just like, yeah, it happened last year on this time because it was on her time.
That's
hop or
crazy.
whatever.
They say the only people that can see dead people
Are kids.
kids and
Yeah.
animals.
But
Kids,
I'm just
dogs,
like,
or some shit.
yo,
Huh.
Yeah,
and apparently.
you never heard that before?
No, but now that you say that, my dog acts crazy sometimes. Like he does see something. And
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I read that and I was
And
a little
every
creeped
year,
out. I was
every
like,
year on this day or whatever, I told her, I'm like, we gotta mark this motherfucker on the calendar so we can prepare.
now that he's calmed down today, you should ask him again. Be like, so, what was up last night?
He
He won't say.
yeah,
Won't
he,
say.
he woke
That's
up fine.
crazy.
His throat hurt a little bit, or
Probably
whatever,
from
but that could
screaming.
have been from screaming and crying or
Yeah, I
whatever.
bet.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, it's the wildest shit ever, man, and it's always on the same day.
I have problems
Yeah.
believing stuff like that, but
I do and I don't.
The only thing
believe
I know
there's,
is I
you know,
don't
there's
know.
something going on or whatever, but
it's hard to say. Anything
Yeah,
could be
right.
happening. There's so much stuff I
there's
don't
so many,
understand.
there's so
Yeah.
many ways you can explain it. If oh yeah, well it could be this or it's that. It's not this, you know what I mean? But
So
you never know.
true.
Whatever.
I read that earlier and I was just like,
Yeah.
I even got creeped out reading it. I was like,
Yeah, Lennox was. He
Yo,
was.
I could
free.
just
I heard it
imagine.
because Lynn went down, and I just heard it through the monitor, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on down there? Like, why is Lennox like hysterical right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
So, and I was just like, and then last night, like I said, we were up or whatever, and we just took turns holding him and trying to calm him down or whatever, and he finally we had to force medicine down him and then make him knock out. And shit.
So it was last night, right?
Yeah, last night.
So 4/6
Yeah.
is the date. So see if we can remember it next year. We'll say
Yeah,
that
no, I told her
4/6.
we're gonna put it on the calendar and like,
4/6.
okay, prepare for craziness.
I'll be
And
46 this year.
it's 3 years now in a row, so
Oh.
it's crazy.
damn, I'm 44, man.
I don't
I'll
want to talk
tell
about
you,
it.
I'm old as fuck. I don't feel like it all the time.
I don't
Most
feel
of
like it all the
like,
time either.
I'm at that I'm at the point where it's like I used to be able to do a bunch of shit, and now I try to do it, and I'm like, ooh.
I'm starting to learn my limitations.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's, and I
I
don't
don't.
like to do it. I don't like to try to like be like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I still want
I
to do
don't-
it.
yeah, I still
like we
wanna
went
do
to P3 or whatever, and
Yeah.
I was jumping around like
You
an
felt
idiot.
it.
Me too.
Oh,
At one
like
point, my arms
6
shut
days.
down. I couldn't
Oh.
use my arms because I was doing this so much over and over. Like my arms were numb and tingling, and I'm
Yeah.
like, am I having a heart attack? What's going on? And,
Yeah, that's
and I was only
It was
like-
at least 4 days my legs were sore.
damn.
I remember you came here last week and you're like,
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
what
You
I'm
guys
saying.
are
god.
fucked up when
Yeah.
you're walking funny and everything, man.
Yeah.
I just went to Planet Fitness again, started going again. So I'm like, I'm just gonna run a 5K. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it, and I did it, no problem.
Yeah.
But the next day,
You felt
everything
everywhere.
hurt.
Yeah.
New things
Yeah.
were hurting. I'm like, God damn it! And Diane was like, she goes every single day religiously.
Yeah.
She's actually up like 11 pounds now.
Really?
In straight
Wow.
muscle. Yeah.
Wow.
She's at like 125 when she was like 114. So
But yeah,
it's
that's what's up.
it's getting better, and she's got guns now and a 8-pack stomach.
Sun's out, guns
That's
out.
right. and every single day she's banging
What's
them
up?
out. So like, when I'm like, want to help me carry some equipment? You got them guns and
Yeah,
shit. Let's
right,
do it
word
now."
up, yeah,
So
that's
she
it.
does, but Jesus Christ, like it hurts so bad just going back. It takes me longer to recover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now
man.
that I'm
absolutely,
older.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Meh.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I was always, delivering beer. I was always in pretty good shape. So, her dad calls me, he needs some muscle. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my
That's
way.
me. You're
And now
calling-
I'm like, ugh.
I
don't
know.
I'm like, I'll come
I'll
over
tell
and
you.
give it a shot.
How is the purple bed?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Love
She
it.
was saying that last time I was over at your house. You guys
It
were
was-
big on the purple bed.
Yeah, yeah.
$1,000, $900.
About $1,000.
Okay.
For
And that's
queen.
just a mattress.
Yep.
You
we already had
the
we
box
already
spring
had
and
everything
Yeah.
else
So
or
so do
whatever,
I.
we were
So
good.
like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
interested. I might want to
Yeah.
pull the trigger.
It's worth it. It's
Oh.
definitely Like
What do you compare it to? Memory foam, or you compare it to something?
it's
Because I don't like
different.
memory
It's
foam.
I don't like
completely-
memory
You get
foam.
stuck in the hole.
Yeah. I don't like
It's
that.
completely
big.
different than any of that. It's
Yep.
like it's its own thing. You can't even really like when you push on it, you can kind of feel the gel or whatever.
Yep.
But it's firm.
All right.
Good.
So it's like Lynn was out last night. She got up again or whatever because Rocky was crying. I didn't even know until she came back in the room, and I'm like, huh? 'Cause you don't even feel him get out of the
Love
bed,
it.
like, move around at all.
cool.
And I flop around quite a bit or whatever, so it's got to help Lynn out.
I know I do.
I haven't got
All right.
elbowed in the ribs in a while either for snoring, so I got to imagine that that's probably a good sign.
Yeah.
We just bought a humidifier. We had a dehumidifier
Yeah.
that was drying out our bedroom,
Yeah.
so that made it even worse. Then we
Yeah.
bought a humidifier that we pour water in and it shoots
Yeah.
out cold
Yeah.
steam.
Yep.
I just sit there and just eat that steam up.
Yeah.
Love
yeah.
it. And
We
it's
do
so
that for
nice.
the boys because
It was
their noses are real bad or
30
whatever.
bucks. It was
Yeah.
the best investment I
It's worth
spent.
Mine get bad. I know last night it was warm yesterday. And warm comes, my sinuses immediately start acting up. I was in
Yeah.
the house last night. You know,
With the pollen
Angela's
and all that,
Angela's
yeah.
cold when it's 80 out.
Same.
So inside, we got the fireplace going. The heat's up to 70. It's about 90 degrees in the fucking living room. My nose, I cannot breathe. I'm just sitting there like,
Dry.
Oh,
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I just want to go back.
Go get a humidifier. I'll
Yeah,
even
it's
send you the
worth it.
picture of the one I got.
Like
Yeah.
I said,
So
we got one
dope.
for the boys.
They're not that
room.
big.
25
No,
bucks.
Yeah,
they're not
it's a
that
little
big.
egg.
Yeah, a little
they're
egg.
not that big.
Yeah.
I've seen them before. I've seen them
And
before.
it shoots out cold steam and like burn it down right
You know what I
next to
got? I went to, listen to this. This is a nice little town. I hear someone's car
you?
beeping.
it. No.
Come on, we're trying to do a podcast back here.
I don't know if I even have an alarm.
I
just
hear
got
you,
this
you just
car,
got
so
the
I'm
car.
just like,
It
I
should
want to look.
So I
It's
bought
not me.
these. I went to Ollie's last week, and I'm not a huge guy for Ollie's.
Yeah,
The store,
it's mostly
my
junk.
kid said it yesterday. They just have the widest variety of fucking everything.
Mhm.
They don't have like one signature thing. Like you'll go to a store to get certain things. Ollie's just fucking has everything.
Yeah.
So I
That
went there
shit.
last week, and I bought this light bulb right here. You can see it's on right there.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. Put it in last Sunday night. I was out here. I'm looking out there. I come out here and see it's like the fucking moon. It's like the moon. It's so bright out here. Like these are on sensors. This light and this light's on sensors.
Yep.
So I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to piss off my piece of shit neighbor. You know,
Sure.
the Trump flag's not up today, but I'm putting it back up there.
She'll get it.
She's gonna get it heavy. I'm gonna put it inside of the shed. But so she could definitely, it'll never blow in the wind. It'll always just be right there on her fucking
Man.
face. Trump. But anyway, so I see how bright it was, and I was like, you know what? We might have a little party back here. We wanted to have a party back here last summer. We never did. Maybe we're thinking this summer. I'm thinking this summer. I'm hoping she's on board. She probably will be. She likes to party. My girl wants to party all the time. Party all. Anyway, so I bought 3 more of them. Bam, bam, bam. Man, it's so fucking bright out here at nighttime. Last night I came out here, I was like, it's like a stadium.
Yes.
Like stadium lights, man. They're bright as fuck. And if you notice, I got one kind of boom right in her fucking yard.
Yeah, why not?
Good.
Fucker,
Fuck you.
shitbag,
Keep the
piece of
change.
shit. Fuck. Yeah, keep the change.
Filthy
really
animal.
Hit that
Don't
change
hold
up,
back.
filthy animal. that's what I did yesterday, and I bought those lights and I cleaned up my backyard, and now I'm sitting. Last night I felt it. I think I told you earlier, man. I felt every part of 44 last night when I was laying up there, and I came out here, grilled some steaks, drank a couple screwdrivers with Fife, and
That was it.
I was done.
Yeah, man.
Tried watching. Listen, I tried watching that Don Cornelius show on BET.
Oh,
See,
yeah. I
fucking
tried
sucks,
to.
bro.
Yeah,
That
I
fucking
tried to.
sucks. I was like,
Thanks,
come
man.
on now.
I got through about an episode and a half, and I was like, all right, fuck this.
We made. We're sitting there. I'm sitting there watching it. About 50 minutes into it, I looked at Angela. I was like, man, this show fucking sucks. She was just like,
I thought it was
"Yeah,
gonna be
does."
dope. I was
I thought it
excited
was
about
too.
it.
I was.
Yeah,
too. I was
excited
I was
about
on
it.
board.
And I was just like, no, yeah, no,
Yeah.
same shit, yeah.
I think we're good for the week. We're good.
I think so.
I
We're
think we're
good.
good for the week.
That's
We're
a
good.
wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap-a-roni. Before we go, of course,
Yes.
let
Let them know.
you can catch Steve podcast. We're on a bunch of streaming services right now. I'm lined up. We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. I got about 5 other ones. Google Podcasts, I think it's called. Shit, there's so many of them, man. There's a ton of them. I just know we're up there. Catch us on the Building Podcast. You catch us up there. And, of course, Dunbar's Detailing. Come get your car detailed.
Sure.
$125 for the spring special in and out. And the wife's Pieces of Love. Go to the website, www.piecesoflove607.com.
Yeah.
And that is all I got to say about that. Anything for you, Big Drew? Or
No. I get enough business from my work, so I don't want to promote it anymore.
yeah. Are we good?
We're good.
Good.
Hey, hey. And that's how we got
Shoulders
marched
are
on.
so big.
Hey.